The August sun beat down on the sidewalk outside a corner store in Atlanta. The air was heavy, filled with the hum of traffic and the chatter of strangers passing by. And there, on the steps, sat Maya Johnson, a 12-year-old girl with braids tied neatly with pink beads, her backpack clutched tightly to her chest. She wasn't waiting for a bus, or for a friend. She was waiting for her mother. But she wasn't just waiting. She was being watched. A police officer leaned against his patrol car a few feet away, arms crossed, smirking in that way adults sometimes do when they think a child is telling tall tales. "So, let me get this straight," he said, his voice loud enough for the people nearby to hear. "You're trying to tell me your mom is in special forces, really?" He let out a sharp laugh. "Kid, I've heard some stories, but that one takes the cake." Maya looked up at him, her eyes wide but unflinching. "She is," she said softly, her voice firm even though her hands gripped her bag tighter. "She told me to wait here. She'll be right back." The officer shook his head, muttering under his breath, "Yeah, sure. And I'm Superman." A couple of bystanders chuckled. One man whispered, "That kid's got an imagination." Another rolled her eyes, saying, "Probably just making it up for attention." Maya's cheeks burned. She wasn't trying to impress anyone. She wasn't lying. Her mom was everything she said and more. But how could she make them believe the officer's cruel assumption? The cop crouched down to eye level with her, his tone dripping with condescension. "Listen, sweetheart. Moms like yours, they don't end up in special forces. You should stop telling stories." That sting cut deeper than the heat of the sun. "Moms like yours." Maya knew exactly what he meant. He wasn't just doubting her, he was doubting her because she was a young black girl. Because in his mind, heroes didn't look like her mother. Her lips trembled, but she swallowed hard. "You'll see," she whispered. The officer chuckled again, shaking his head. And then, as if the universe itself was listening, the sliding doors of the convenience store opened. The sound of boots clicking against the pavement echoed with authority. A tall black woman stepped outside, her presence commanding instant attention. She wasn't in uniform, just jeans and a simple t-shirt, but the way she carried herself, the straightness of her posture, the intensity of her gaze, said everything. Her eyes locked on Maya first. "Baby girl, you okay?" she asked, her voice steady but gentle. Maya nodded quickly, relief flooding her face. "Yes, Mama." The officer stood up straighter, trying to mask his sudden discomfort. Ma'am, this young lady was, telling me you're in special forces. I told her she shouldn't make things up." He gave an awkward laugh, as if hoping she'd find it amusing too. But she didn't laugh. Without a word, she pulled a slim wallet from her back pocket, flipped it open, and held it out. The official military ID card glinted in the sun, U.S. Army Special Forces Captain Angela Johnson. The air around them shifted. The whispers stopped. The officer blinked, his face draining of color. I didn't realize." "Clearly," Captain Johnson said coolly, sliding her ID back. "Next time, maybe you'll think twice before you accuse a child of lying. Especially about her own mother." Maya ran into her mother's arms, burying her face into her chest. "I told him," she said, her voice muffled. "I told him you were special forces." Her mother hugged her tightly, pressing a kiss to her forehead. "And you were right to stand your ground. Never let anyone make you feel small for telling the truth." Around them, the crowd shifted uncomfortably. The same people who had snickered moments earlier were now silent, some of them ashamed. An older woman with kind eyes gave Maya a nod, as if to say, "Good for you, child." The officer muttered something that was supposed to be an apology, but it was too little, too late. The damage was done. Still, Captain Johnson didn't waste energy on him. She had nothing to prove. What mattered was her daughter teaching her that her worth wasn't measured by the disbelief of strangers. As mother and daughter walked away, Maya finally whispered, "Mama, why do people always act like that, like we're making things up?" Her mother squeezed her hand. "Because some people can't see past their own ideas of the world. But that's their weakness, not yours." Maya looked up, searching her mother's eyes. "So what do we do?" Captain Johnson smiled, softening. "We live the truth. We show kindness even when people don't deserve it. And we rise higher than their doubts. That's what strength really is." That day, Maya walked away taller, prouder. She understood something she hadn't before. Her mother's power wasn't just in her training, her medals, or the title of Special Forces. It was in her kindness. Her refusal to let bitterness take root. Her strength in showing the world that dignity speaks louder than prejudice. And Maya made herself a quiet promise that no matter who laughed, no matter who doubted, she would stand firm in her truth. Because sometimes, the greatest victory isn't winning a battle. It's proving that humanity, dignity, and kindness can outshine ignorance every single time.